Good morning, guys. Hold on. I need to A, point a fan at me, and B, close the door so the dogs don't disturb us. I will be right back. Quinn, come here. Cooper out. Cooper out. Or not. Just ignore Mom. I see. You better not sit in here and bark, though. Cooper, no. Okay. I'm back and only a little disheveled. I was grabbing, I was going to turn it off. So, if you saw this morning's banner, I'm going to go ahead and unbox my bargain bead box this morning. I know Dorothy just did. I'll do my best to make it a little more interesting. And then we're going to do a design on the fly with the contents. Before that, you guys, I'm telling you, you want to save your pennies. I've only pulled half of what we'll have tomorrow during our Saturday morning on the live. I have snagged some of the most beautiful picture jasper I've ever seen. It is not like the orangey goldy brown color that we get all the time. It's like a creamy latte color. They're so beautiful. And they're like ovals, but they're all like wavy cut. They're beautiful. So, and that's just one of the stones that I'm pulling. I only brought home this one because we're not done yet. So that way, if I need to take something out of one, but look at these charoite. Oh, you can't see. Let's go down to the mat. Look at these grade A+ charoite beads. They're beautiful, you guys. I am going to match some of these with some beads. I just had the focal I have little tab focals like these that go from this to some of the darker purples and blacks. And then I have some thicker rectangles that are, let me see, like more like this color. Or like, see how all the banding is. I don't know. But I hope Rosanna will attest that, see, it has the same chatoyancy as like moonstone and stuff. It's so beautiful. If you've never heard of charoite, I say it charoite. That's how I was taught. And then everybody started saying I was saying it wrong. And I was like, what the heck? I thought that, I don't know. So hello, Roseanne. I didn't have a moment to check your response to my video. I kind of put her on the spot live, and that's something I need to stop doing because it's not fair. But yeah, luckily this one is just saying, hey, are you cool with me sending you free beads? Anyway, so like this tab pendant right here would be $5 by itself. So the thicker ones are anywhere from $12 to $15, if not more. I have to go back and look at my notes. And then I'll be combining it with these gorgeous. There are some that are chips and some that are nuggets, but you can see they're all like centrally drilled. So that's nice because you don't have to worry about them not stacking up. This is the color that Rosanna likes. She likes these. So yeah, so that will be a lot of fun. These strands, hold on, were no, it's not what I'm trying to do. So if I remember correctly, these strands are over $30. So Charite is not cheap, but it's beautiful. I know you do, Rosanna, and I know you know some of the rectangles I'm doing because you saw them before. They've been in my stash for a while. So let's see if I just want to put my phone on Do Not Disturb, but I know, Rosanna, you're so sweet. I know you do them for free. That's what I said during Dorothy's live. Like, you do unboxing and designs with my beads without being asked, and beads you paid for. So, and I greatly appreciate that. So, of course, you were one of the, no, you were probably the first one that I was like, nope, that's where they're going. Okay. I have not gone through the contents of this. I am wanted to be surprised, but because it got a little awkward last month trying to like figure out the per bead price, I had Steve, Man of White, go through it and put the price per bead throughout it. But yes, Dorothy and Beth, I don't think you saw these beautiful Charite beads, chips/nuggets. Some of them are thin like chips and some of them are thicker. But I was telling them that like these over $30 for a strand of chip beads. So they're pricey, but they're beautiful. And like I said, I have two price points for the pendants. I have the lower price point here, and then I have much thicker and lighter colored rectangles that will be different. So, oh, look, he's so sweet. He even wrapped it back up. Oops, don't show anything. Okay, good, I didn't. I had to show the coupon code for a second. So it is the Midnight Menagerie. Where did he? Yes. Oh, he repackaged it for me. How sweet, but completely unnecessary. I have these out because I have seen other unboxings. And if I remember correctly, there's a stone in here that would be beautiful, just adding it in between those. But yeah. So shadowy hues and nocturnal creatures combine in this fun yet elegant set. There's this charming celestial cat, bats, a faceted black obsidian teardrop, which you know I love. Everything else. So, okay. If you have been hiding under a rock and do not currently have a bargain bead box subscription, or have not shopped on their sister website, A, you're crazy, but B, you can get $2 off your first order or your first box by simply putting in the, I'm trying to get this fan closer to me. It's a little warm in here. Steve turned off the light with the switch and set it by pulling the string. And this is the warmest room in the house. So if my hair starts blowing in my face, you know why. But you guys, I'm so excited for this sale. I cannot wait. Okay, so I'm not going to worry about going in order because I don't want to take the time to put it all up. I'd rather have more time designing with you guys. So this item is number 2024 by 13 obsidian faceted teardrop pendant. Suggested retail value is $5.99. I can't believe they put this down at item number 20. Oh, see, you guys? You see that? You see. Beautiful. Like I mentioned on Randy's channel, I have a strand. These are Hypersheen. They are Silver Sheen Obsidian's bougie cousin. So, but those would go really pretty with it. So there's the teardrop pendant. Oh, it's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Am I going to leave things out of the package? Yes. Okay. Number 14, two-piece set, 23 by 19 millimeter enameled bat donut pendants, lead-free, nickel-free, cadmium-free. They're $1 a piece because there's two. These will probably go on some ear wires and go to my niece or her mother. Her mother might steal them, to be honest. My sister literally has zombie tattoos for just about anything you would think of, like Mickey Mouse, Hello Kitty, all of that. Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Like, she loves her tattoos. But yeah, that's kind of her thing. Like, she did a zombie Yoshi for Brock because he loves all things. What was I saying? All things Yoshi, but he likes the blue one. Okay, these are the 10-piece, 10 millimeter agate dyed and heated striped ZB. These are probably going in a box and being sent to my friend, my lovely, lovely friend, Miranda, who makes beautiful spiders, because I can see these as like the butt of a spider. That's what I thought of the moment I saw them. I was like, yep. Unless you have, I think it's Steeler colors up, like an elevated team bracelet, that would totally work. Okay. I'm just gonna put this off because there's not enough room right here. And it's driving me crazy that I put that down and then you guys can't see it. So I want to zoom out a little bit more. Just know your girl's desk is a mess right now. Oh, I have to lift up the light. Okay, don't watch for a second while I put this up there. I can move this out of the way. I need this right there in case I use any. Okay, sorry. I just want you guys to be able to see the box contents all in like one spot. So, number 3, 8 millimeter golden sheen obsidian round beads, 7.5 inches. They are $4.99 or 20 cents a bead. I forgot to mention this one, probably because he didn't put it on there, but it's okay. Oh, that's the wrong bag altogether. That's why there's not a price on it. They are 60 cents a piece. I don't think that I'd pay 60 cents a bead for these, but like I said, I think they'll be really cute spiders or something. I really do think those would be cute little spider butts. Just saying. Oh yeah, I forget. My girl is also, don't encourage other teams. Hello, Steve. I'm not. I was just getting ready to say Dorothy is my other football loving sister. So, here's the golden sheet obsidian round beads. They're 20 cents a piece. I like the golden sheen. I like how like sparkly and stuff it is. Why is my light so far back? Okay. I like the sparkle, but I prefer silver sheen obsidian. That's just me, but they're still beautiful. I just prefer silver. Okay. Next up, 4x3 millimeter golden sheen obsidian faceted round bead, 7.5 inches, $6.99 retail value or 10 cents a bead. These will definitely get used. They're beautiful. I happen to have these right here. See, that's the only thing is that like the gold isn't gold, but it's still pretty. And I'd still put these with them, but yeah. I'm not going to try putting them back in the bag. These are 13 enamel cat and crescent moon pendants, $2.99 a piece or $1.50. $2.99 retail value or $1.50 a piece. I like these better than the moons. I like the flowers on the side of it. Then this could be a piece that isn't necessarily Halloween. You could still wear this any time of the year. You could the bat too if you felt like it. I seriously see putting, I just looked down. Like if you were able to put one of these hanging from in the middle, that could be kind of cool looking. Just saying. We're not worrying about bags, so. Okay. These are the ones I'm most curious to see. Midnight Moonlight bead set. One piece is 25 by 13 millimeters, and the other is glowing lampwork glass beads. I like everything but the center. So I might have to fix that. I don't like the flat silver in the center. Everything else is sparkly. Well, I guess the little beads aren't, but I would have done something different in the middle. These lampwork beads are beautiful. Look at the rose gold shimmer in them. Those are going to be pretty. They probably will not go into a design with this. These are going to be their own pretties because they deserve their own moment. They deserve to be the star. I'm not saying I hate this. It's my least favorite item, and I was really looking forward to seeing this in person. So, oh, good. I thought I made a mistake and that those are the only cat with the moon thing. I love these pendants. Antique silver cat and moon pendant with glass. Oh, so it's a glass moon. Those are so pretty. I will likely take this veil off. I'm not a fan of them. If you guys haven't seen Jenny's, Steve, what? And now I've got to see what Dorothy said. Oh, just Pittsburgh Steelers. She was just helping me. Goodness. Just like the earrings, I feel like those could be worn year round. I would love if that same patterning was on it. It would be a beautiful set. But it is very pretty. They say that it is the recessed the price is $3.99, y'all. I cannot think of what I'm trying to say. Retail values. That's what I was trying to say. 2-piece 21 by 34 classic toggle class, lead free, cadmium free, $1.99 or $1 a piece. Wow, these are some big toggles. Holy cow. I can hear Steven in his mind right now saying, that's what she said. Just because he's ridiculous like that. But yeah. She did put on a Broncos jersey. I agree, Rosanna. I wish it was navy goldstone. It would have been perfection had it been. And they had one like that on their site like 18 months ago or so. But yeah, these are gorgeous. I feel like these are definitely a front closure. A lariat necklace with this hanging off with all the beads around. That's how I would use these. But I've only made one lariat design, so we'll see how that goes. Okay. Oh, I put those back in the bag because, yeah. Okay, these are 6mm black agate dyed and heated round beads, 15 inches. Suggested retail value is $6.99 or 10 cents a piece. I really like these. I'm not gonna lie, I wish they weren't dyed. Because the ones that didn't take the dye as well are beautiful, and they're just that pretty agate, like that glows. And see, I bet this bead was gorgeous before they dyed it. It's beautiful now. It's just, I feel like you lose some of the banding when they dye it. Like, it dyes so much that you just lose the strands. But I don't know. Rosanna, what do you think about that? That's NFC. We can be friends because we don't have to go through each other to get to the Super Bowl. Correct. These are really pretty, but my feeling is they should have not dyed them. Anybody agrees, I'd love to hear. Okay, this is 6mm crystal English cut faceted round beads in black vitriol, 9.5 inches. Suggested retail value is $3.99 or 8 cents a bead. These, you guys, where did they go? Boom. That's a piece. This is the necklace, maybe a bracelet. Because it has some of the like pink colors in it, which mimics the rose gold. Look at them blink up at you. See, this is a wash that I don't mind. It just depends on the bead. That says, hey. All right. 4mm cat's eye bead, faceted round beads in light peach, 7 inches. Suggested retail value is $2.49 or 5 cents a piece. I like these. I think they're very pretty. I think that they have their place. I just don't. Maybe there's other stuff in the bag that goes with them. I mean, they go well with that, but this is like more of a springtime. Like, this is a good one. This is 8x6 crystal rondelle beads in a moon shadow mix, $4.99 or 7 cents a piece. See these. Perfect. I don't quite know where that fits in. They're beautiful, and I will use them. Don't get me wrong. Okay, 17 6x7mm dotted bead caps, lead-free, cadmium-free, 10 grams, $2.99 or 6 cents a bead. Ooh. These do look like new ones. They've had ones that were more flat. Like, this piece wasn't as thick. I really like these. My hubby must have had to count these. Oh. But I'm very thankful he was willing to do so, because last month was just kind of choppy. Next is 1 meter 3x2mm stainless steel cable jewelry chain. Sorry. $3.99. I normally break down chain prices by the inch, but this is nice. I'm not a big fan of stainless steel. If you are, let me know. Okay, have a great day, babe. Love you. Hello, Georgina. Steve was giving you a hard time about liking the Pittsburgh Steelers. I stood up for you, though. Oh, did I say something wrong? That it wasn't? I thought that was just dyed black agate. Did I miss something? Where's the Malaysian jade? Did I just not get to it yet? Crystals, obsidian golden chain, toggles, teardrops, bead caps, crystal rondelles, enamel. Now I feel like I missed something. Pendant, obsidian. Did I just not get you on that? That has to be the case because I don't see Malaysian jade yet. Okay. Next up is 20 piece, 7.5 by 11 millimeter crystal faceted chevron bead or chevron barrel beads in black vitriol, $3.99 or 20 cents a piece. I think these are the first ones of these chevron beads I've ever liked. And it's because they go beautiful with those. Normally the chevron beads just look like they took like plastic shrink wrap almost and then hit it with a blow dryer so it like went onto it. These do not feel that way to me at all. Oh, I'm gonna have fun with this box. I'm excited. Oh, here's the Malaysian jade she was talking about. 8x6 Malaysian jade dyed quartz rondelle beads in October night, 7 inches. Suggested retail value is $5.99 or 15 cents a piece. Yes, I agree. I absolutely agree. You're in a noisy place, yeah. Yeah, you said the dye job was interesting. Thought they needed to do double dyes in more colors. I absolutely agree. I mean, they're completely and totally usable. You could use these with the redstone they have left. My brain is not working. Or with amethyst, they could be pretty, but yeah, they look a little like your kid got a marker and tried to color your purple beads. That's just me. But I love this box. There's very little that it's so far, it's just those. And I don't like the center of this bead, but I like the rest. So I might fix that. And I don't see how that fits into the box. These are 4 pieces of 20 by 56 millimeter filigree back connector or charms antique silver. Suggested retail value is $2.99 or 75 cents a piece. Okay. I feel like these missed a step in the production route. Like there's no face or I don't know. These ones are just. Did you bend these, Rosanna? I think. Yes, exactly, Rosanna. As soon as I thought, oh, orange and yellow would be good. Anyways, I feel like these missed a step in the production. Like somebody was lazy at work that day and just said, this patch could just go as is. Yeah, I don't know. I think you said that you bent one of these and used it in a bracelet. I have been crazy busy. I need to go watch your unboxing. corrugated spacer beads, lead free, cadmium free, $2.99 retail value, or 6 cents a piece. There's 10 grams. So, oh, I hope they have more of these. Guys, I hope they have more of these. I love those spacers. I bet you went gaga over those when you opened them, Rosanna. You know, little Miss Spacer Queen over there. She was probably like, woo, I can get down with these. And then this is the 26 by 45 millimeter brass and golden sheen obsidian bat pendant. $5.99 is the suggested retail value. I would want to do it this way, not this way. So I might have to cut this off and use my little cutter that I got from Rosanna, that I bought from Rosanna because she got multiple in her Beetle on mystery boxes. Yeah, I think this looks better up, right side up, not upside down. Because whenever I think of bats upside down, they have their wings in. They don't have them spread like that. So just my opinion. And lastly, I believe, yes, we have 6 pieces of 13 by 10 millimeter black onyx dyed and heated barrel beads. Suggested retail value $3.99 or 66 cents a piece. You cannot leave a price because I know if it's that, it keeps going. I get that it's a Halloween or box, but still, go to 67 cents. Those are really pretty. Yeah, this box is going to be all kinds of fun to play with, you guys. You know what else? Look at those together, Rosanna. The Charite with this or those. Okay, I'm gonna have to go back and watch it, Rosanna. Thank you, Jenny. Jenny, I actually need to talk to you about possibly covering me while I'm in California with my granddaughter. So can you message me and let me know when the best time would be? That would be fantastic. Look, I know some people are like, you're gonna put bargain bead box with Charite. Yes, I will, because it looks very pretty together. And bargain bead box, you guys, now that I'm done, I got to do a little braggy brag on them. Anybody who thinks that bargain bead box is a closeout bead store, they don't have good stuff, that's why everything is a good price, it's all cheap or not well made, There are some situations where that is true, but most of the time, their products are top notch. They put so much value within their box that other bead box subscriptions would either need to lower their prices or step it up and make the price that they are charging now, make it better. Oh, you added some flat back. Ooh, I think that's what I'm going to have to do here, but I'll probably have to have my hubby or my son do it for me. Anyways, they are far and away the best box, in my opinion. I only have one other bead box subscription now. I've canceled all the rest of them, all of them, except for Dollar Bead Box. And that might be going down to me just getting the Dollar Bead bag, because Dollar Bead Box, I don't really know. I don't really use the rest of the stuff. I use the Dollar Bead bag. I use those beads as spacers and other things like that. It's the stuff in the box that is hit or miss. So that's why, but Bargain Bead Box, I don't see that there would ever be any way that I would stop my subscription box to this. Like, legit, it is the best one on the market. No one comes even close to their value. The products, they are now doing platinum plating, 18 karat gold, 14 karat, 24 karat plated components. We don't get any of that from anybody else. So I'm sorry, but if you think this is a bad box or it's too cheap or whatever, you're sadly mistaken. Because, yeah. Oh, yes, the companion bundle. I cannot believe it. Yeah, Rosanna, exactly. Wait, did I already miss it? Oh, no. I can't wait to see what is in the companion bundle either. Truth be told, I'm going to cross my fingers and hope that, like, past Lauren heard this. And so this time Lauren knows. I love this box. I would like them to either dial in and do some rose gold, because the vitriol they have on this, a lot of it has like a rose gold theme. I could absolutely see that. Or go more anti-gold, that kind of stuff. Because with the golden sheen obsidian, I would like more like gold, but it would have to be champagne colors, which I have champagne crystals that would go perfectly with it. I thought they were right there. Oh, nope, those are not them. I just had them out yesterday. They're there. Wait, are those the melon ones? No. Like, I have these gorgeous champagne, that's what I call them, crystals that I think would go beautifully. You guys cannot see my hands, sorry. I think would go beautifully with these because they're just about the right tone, and the crystals help draw attention to the sheen of the bead. So yeah, but if they could send us the silver sheen obsidian, that would be beautiful. I also have crystals just like this that, well, they're right here, that I call autumn glow because that's what they remind me of. And those could also be pretty. No, I don't like about those. Never mind. But these could also be pretty with some of the items in this box. But rose gold or silver sheen obsidian, that's what I'm hoping is in the companion bundle. Just saying. Because that's what I'd want to use with these. Oh my gosh. You guys, look. I forgot I had these out. These are little 4mm faceted coin beads and watermelon tourmaline. Perfect combination. So see, that's what I mean. The value that's packed into the value of this, even if these are less expensive items, you guys, they're perfect. You don't have to use as many of the more expensive beads. You don't have to, like, you can use these with these beads and it draws out the colors in the crystals. And the crystals just make the tourmaline sparkle even more than it already does. So they're a great way to allow you to still use high quality gemstones and metals, but they give you a little bit of a break on their spacers and other things. So that's what I would like to see personally. These would be really pretty in between the watermelon tourmaline too. No, they're too close in size to each other. But yeah, that would Wait, that's the wrong strand, Heather. Why are you holding that? Yeah, those would be beautiful together. Yeah. Jenny. Nicole, when I started with Becky, 100% said I should start with Bargain Bead Box because it gives so much. Absolutely. Right, Nicole? See, you can still go and get the box, even though, but wait till I see I know I can't wait for the companion bundle. Oh, do we know when it's being released? I'm hoping it's over the weekend. I doubt it'll be that soon, but that way it would be here when I got back. So yeah, Nicole, you can go. You can still buy this box once they put up the extra boxes and stuff. Use the code TTT2 for $2 off on your first subscription. And yeah, Jenny, I think you're right. It was just wishful feeling or wishful thinking that they'd release it faster. But I know some people are just getting their boxes. So yeah. So of this box, what thing would I rather have not sent? Like I don't like it. It's kind of, these are beautiful. They don't go with the box, but I don't mind adding them to my collection. Not at all. Those will get used. Probably not with these. It comes down to these and this bead. This bead I'm going to try to save by gluing crystals to the center and probably colored ones just to like help it pop. And then this would be beautiful. I'm disappointed because I was most excited to see what this looked like in person, but seeing these two beads, I got over it pretty quickly, and I hope they have extras of these. I missed out on the cubes either last month or the month before, and I was bummed. So it's between these two, and if I can fix this, then it's this one all the way. I'm not a fan of these in a way that I could use them, but I know that Miranda, you have to know. Those go better with the box depending on which direction you're using. Mine are more orange carnelian. Oh, really? Now I'm sad. Yes, mine are very yellow and black. So Miranda, if you want these for little spider butts, let me know. If she doesn't want them, Dorothy, I'll send them your way, and you can make steel or elevated team fan jewelry and put it on there. I'll take a picture for you later, Heather. Okay, sounds good. I missed when you said we could talk, because I would love it if you wouldn't. Absolutely, Jenny. I completely agree with you. Okay. So, Jenny, if there's any shot that you wouldn't mind taking over a couple days from you next week, I would so appreciate it. We'll talk later. Alrighty. So now let's do a little design on the fly. These would be really good. Like I said, is this gonna break when I go to? I'm afraid it's gonna break. That's the only thing about putting holes in it. Plus, I've never used this. I haven't used this yet, so we'll see how it goes. Hopefully, it goes okay. Okay, so where's the? No, I don't want a big hole. I want a little hole. How do you see to know where to place it, Rosanna? Am I just... Okay, which way do I go? Nope, wrong way. The girl is a mess over here trying to figure this out. run it like right on the edge of the wing. Okay, let's hope it doesn't break. Oh, wow. So we just all got different beads. How do I know when it's gone all the way through? It starts moving, maybe? Oh no, it went all the way through. Now I just gotta pop it out. I'm not the biggest fan of where the hole went, but we'll just have to make it work. Okay, so how close to I had that really close to the edge, but it's okay. Deep breath. You can do this, Heather. Turn it on its side a little bit. Wait, it already went down too far, but my thing wasn't under it. What happened? Okay. Sorry if this is boring. I apologize. I've never used this before, as you could probably guess. Okay. Nope. Stay under there. It popped out. And of course, it was able to pop out. Okay. Go to the other side. See if I can see that it's too far in. Oh my goodness, I might not have the hand-eye coordination to do this. Okay. That's too close to the edge. This might need, yeah, this is going to be a Man of White situation. My hand-eye coordination is not that good, but he'll be able to do it in like 2 seconds. No problem. So we will design with something else. I'm probably going to design with this because, or do I just do it with Shark? It's so pretty. Okay. This is Gold Machine Obsidian, and I have some of those tubes and gold as well. Let's see. I don't know where I put them. They're there. I was like, I knew I had some. So I'm going to put these silver back in here so they don't get lost because they are sterling silver through and through, every bit of it, not plated. And then the gold ones are gold-plated sterling silver. But you can find the exact same thing at a lower price point if you like how I use these. Let's see. Dun, dun, dun. Maybe some of these with the icky wire. That's the only thing, the only downfall with these beads is the yucky wire. Okay. double backed it over here. This is the thing that always gets me when I'm de-stranding, is the beads that they like put it through and then twisted the wire. So sometimes I'll go back and I think I got it all off and I get stuck by those, and those hurt very badly. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. It is not nice. I had a piece go up under my nail once. So, straight into the garbage so nobody else gets hurt. Now I want to do that with rose gold. So these I think are too big. These I think are too big because these are just so delicate. Just so happens that I have some swan beads right here. But I think that would be more silver leaning. So these would go really nice with this chevron though, you guys. Do you guys agree that that would be beautiful? I don't think I'd use the gold, but the chevron beads with these would be beautiful. And I have them in like at least one other size. And of course, I'm not going to be able to find them, but that's okay. These ones are good. I just thought it would be more fun to do a pattern with the pink. Oh, you know what? You have to keep a secret, Jenny. Okay? Hi, Mary. I would need to make that instrument stationary. So that's a really good idea, Stevana. I might even like that better, Dorothy. That's a good idea. Okay, I'm going to have to try that. Okay. I don't know if Jenny's still here, but if you are, you can't say anything because look, those chevron beads with the swans and the chevrons. Yes. Does everybody agree? Yes, yes. I don't know if you were on earlier. I kind of assumed your answer, but if I send you a promo pack, will you do an unboxing and a design video with it, Jenny? She just did one for me 2 days ago. So I kind of assumed, and again, I'm putting her on the spot here. I want to save those for these beads, but the Z beads, I could use a few. But use these to keep it from looking too dark against the silver. Like that. Now I want to start with this swan right there. Okay. Do you guys think that this needs to be strung or wood links? Yes, yes. All right, cool. Okay. I think that's the way we're gonna go. I think we're gonna go the strung method because this is sterling silver wire. I am going to use the softflex because it doesn't have the wire memory. For example, this somehow got in a knot. I take it out, the wire isn't messed up. If I did that with the other silver beading wire, the result would not be the same. So I'm thinking if I do that, or do I want to do chains in between little links of the bead? Yes, I think that's what I want to do. So I just had some out right over here. Where the heck are they? I have these two that are like the pinky red. I think I want to keep. I think this is most definitely keep it simple, sweetie, and not going the wrong way. Okay, here are those. All right, where? I didn't know that I was gonna do this. I might have to postpone this if I cannot find my wire right here. I just had a package of it. Out. Nope. Nope. Ooh. Okay. Yeah. String it. Okay. That's what I'm going to do. And I don't even have to worry about wire right now. All I need to figure out is what I need to put. Hey, I got to cut the softflex. Oh, didn't I just cut it? Yes, it just didn't cut all the way. For some reason. I must have used that portion of my cutters on the wrong thing. They're also like my standby cutters though. They're not the ones that I use every day. Okay. I just need to figure out what I'm going to do to have the beads not go through the veil. So let's see if the swan beads do fit through it or not, because the last time I did one of these last week, I didn't like that the beads could go underneath the necklace or underneath the thing. So it made it, yeah, it can go through. Okay, so I need to find something that won't go through. What about the chevron beads? Do those fit through? I certainly hope not, but no, they do not fit through. I just didn't want to start with the dark. It's not coming to me, guys. I cannot. This happened the other day, too. So, that's a special piece. I'm going to wait until my mind is clear enough to design with it because I want it to be something she loves. So, I don't want to try to force it just for the sake of designing a piece of jewelry with you guys, because that would not be, I would take it apart right after, most likely. So we're still going to use this. Now we're just going to figure out how we're going to use it. Possibly the black. Well, let's see here. Maybe the cat. Okay. Let's see. Yes. Okay. It's going to go with it. And then maybe some of the larger crystals. Yes. So I don't know how I feel about this bail. I don't typically leave them on because I'm not a fan of them, but it's okay. So where are those bead caps? Let's go back in that container so it doesn't get lost. Here they are. Get out a few of those. Grab a couple of these. Might just have to do something to brighten that up. So we'll start with the bail. If I don't end up liking it, I can always just cut off the bail and put a different bail on it, because I'm not completely sure. Okay. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. I'm trying to decide if I want to add the the pure black ones or save those for later, because then I would have beads to go in between the others. So I think I'm going to pull out the plain black ones. That way they don't, because I have a feeling I might want those later. And I have some other black crystals in my stash, but the agate beads are already black. So thinking I will just go gray. Yeah. What do I just want to do this? There's a couple different silvery options. Might just want to use those because, and I'll go back and forth between those and the other ones. Yeah, I think I'm going to like that better. Okay, Mr. Black Cat, we got you figured out. So, has everybody else been doing this? The scoop method. What does that mean? Hi, Suki. She is nude. Oh, wait. She's my bead buddy, so I gotta see what's going on. I hope that's the last of that, John. Let me tell you. I really, truly do hope that for you. She is such a beautiful soul. I'm very happy that I got her as my bead buddy. We have a little group that we're a part of, and we just set up bead buddies. And so you have a bead buddy for a couple of months. You just do nice things. You reach out, you check on them. Which, if there's anybody else that wants to do that, you guys really should. Like, if you're afraid that it will be too much or a time too much, it'll take up too much of your time. It's the most beautiful thing. Within minutes of us doing the drawing, I already had a beautiful message from her. So I'm excited to get to know her better. And bless her. This is a wonderful sisterhood. So if there are other bead people that you know, suggest it. And you just, like I said, you can send them stuff or not. Send them a card, send them a strand of beads, a completed piece, whatever. We do not have that as like a mandatory thing, but it's really nice. So I would highly recommend it. Especially if the state that the group chat, the state group chats that I had set up in Beading Bestie really are going away. I would greatly encourage you to set up a group chat in Messenger instead. I wouldn't just let it fall by the wayside, but yeah. Oh, thank you, Dorothy. I appreciate that. As I'm sitting here doing it, I'm also thinking like, ooh, I could use some of those matte onyx beads that I got from Randy in my order, which I don't think I've unboxed publicly yet. But already have plans for what's in it. Went back and ordered the rest of those matte black onyx beads because I needed all of them. Well, I tried to buy 5 strands and said there wasn't enough. And so then I put 4 and 4 wasn't enough. But 3 was as many as were left. So I was very happy. I just tried to like, after what I said about Bargain Bead Box, I just wanted to show that you can get elegant pieces of jewelry made that your friends and family and even customers would like. So don't let the fact that their box is inexpensive keep you from trying them out. You would be silly. Any more of the bright crystals? Okay, there's only 1, 2, 3 of these beads on my strand. And I want to at least get 1 on the other side. So I'm going to have to undo at that point and then put this back on and keep the dark silver plated for the other side. Oh, wait. It's okay. I have 2 on that side. So now I have 2 more. Right? That's all it's left? Yes. And we'll just go with the gray. Like I've said, I know my channel is smaller and my reach is smaller, but I honestly, and of course now I found another one. It's okay. That's the odd number. That's those. That's those. Let me see. I should probably go do a few on the other side since I have not as of yet. Make sure I have enough beads to do the other side. I should. I'm going to do a couple more and then I'll be good. And I like that the bead cap is on the smaller bead because it helps it feel like it's in its place amongst the crystals. So, in my opinion, I think the little touch of silver, while there's also the silver spacer in between, helps it stand up to the crystals. Okay. I have used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. So I can do 1 more pass with the black, and then we will just add chain at the end to get the rest of the length we need. If we need any, that is. Thank you, Nicole. I appreciate that. Okay, I'm glad everybody thinks so. Were you in here when I was talking about the promo packs I'm putting together, Nicole? For other channels? I'm putting together some little promo packs. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, I have to do at least one more. And I'm sending them out to others with channels. The only thing that I'm asking is that you do an unboxing and a design video. If you're down to do that, I will send one your way, my dear. I just would need your address so that I would know where to send it, but it'll be a little bit I want to get them out before Saturday. That way you guys get yours sooner. And can start designing with them so that when everyone else gets their order, they will already have ideas. But if you do want to do it, I want you to be 1,000% honest about your feelings about it. I would never want somebody to say they like something or, oh, that's my favorite, if they don't in fact like it. So you have to be 1,000% honest. All I want. It would be against how I do beat stuff. So as you saw, I was very honest about what I liked and did not like within the box. So that's all I want. And if you decide to subscribe that to Bargain Bead Box, that you use my coupon code. But you don't have to. Just give you $2 more that you can spend on beads, though. So I don't know why you wouldn't. And on Bargain Bead Box, that $2 would be good. Oh, and also, Nicole, I don't know. I know you will be completely honest, Rosanna, which I greatly appreciate about you. So, also, yeah, I'm hoping, but also I just I want to put stuff out there so people can see what they're doing. And I'm also working on something similar but different coming up. So I have to figure out some technical stuff, which you guys all know. I used to be able to catch on to this stuff really fast. It's not the case anymore, so I just gotta figure out the logistics. I think I did the next one. Is this deal? No, I did. Oh, sorry. That's what my brain sounds like. Oh, did I? Nope. Yep. No, Heather. It's like I can't. My brain computes faster than like I can physically. But yeah. Speaking of though, you guys, I want you guys all to know that the way you look at things is simply a state of mind, right? And it's something that we can change. We can decide, nope, I'm not going to think like that anymore. No, I'm not going to react this way, act this way, all of that kind of stuff. And, or miss blessings because you're focusing on other things, which those other things could become blessings. Just because you don't understand what the lesson in it yet doesn't mean that it won't indeed be a lesson. So I would just encourage you to, and this is, your girl who has progressive disease that seems to be getting worse, as well as other disabilities. I'm sure most of you have heard me say that I turn my pain into beauty, which is exactly what I aim to do. I also know that having physical disabilities can be incredibly isolating because, there's times that just the thought of having to get in the shower and then do your hair and makeup and get dressed and go hang out and whatever is enough for you to say no. And after you say no to too many invitations, they just stop coming. Which, especially when you don't know how you're going to feel from day to day, so you can't even really plan in advance. So I would just encourage you to change your state of mind. It really is as simple as that. My kids would tell you that since my Durkheim's disease diagnosis, I have focused on being there as often as I can, meaning that I'd rather be there with them and be in pain than be at home alone in pain. And I have to give myself grace, and I need to give the people that are making the invitations grace as well, because I'm assuming that they have expectations for what I look like when I show up, which is it's rarely ever the case, guys. We think that they're going to want so much from us, and all they want is your presence, and that is good enough for them. And so it's also, I don't know how spiritual you are, but God wants you at church. God doesn't so that you can commune, because the more people that gather together and to praise Him, the stronger the Spirit is that is there. He doesn't want you to look your quote unquote Sunday best. He just wants you there. That's all. That truly is all that He wants. And I have had to learn to give myself grace. It really is, it's not an easy thing to do. And especially if you've gone decades without doing it. But we can change our state of mind. So, and my church actually does online sermons. I can go on and watch it. And I have caught myself a couple of times using that rather than making the effort. I'm not saying that I don't feel the Spirit when I watch it online, but as I just said, the Spirit, when more are gathered, the stronger the Spirit. And I've never gone to church and not heard something that I needed that month, that day, that week, that month, that whatever. So I would just let yourself, be kind to yourself. The way you would want people to be kind to you, do so in turn to yourself. Oh, back to the mat. Sorry. Didn't mean to get on a soapbox. You guys are my sisters in Christ, so I would want you to you know? Even if you don't have a bead buddy, you don't have time for that. We all are sisters in Christ. So. And oftentimes you want to hang out with your, what I call family, which is the choice you, the people you choose to feel as family. It's easier to commune with them. So I just encourage you to do so. Okay. I think I'm just about there. I need one more crystal. I have another steely gray. I was hoping, did I really use the last one? Oh, there were more steels. Okay, well, I'm gonna put one of those on. That's why I have to put another one on the other side. I didn't run out of them as fast as I thought. I just missed them. Thank you. I don't know if you guys have heard me say this or not. I know that sometimes I get repetitive, but oh my gosh, what was I just going to say? I just completely lost it. You're going to hear me go, oh, that's what, in about, hopefully, before the end of this, if not tomorrow. The girls and nuts. Okay, now let's count the crystals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So I have 10 on both sides. I only have one of those left, right? Let's make sure I didn't miss one. Okay, cool. I finish off this over here. Not with a ball because I'm going to crimp it. I'll probably come on early tomorrow as well, since Rosanna will be at the Renaissance Festival. So Rosanna, I wouldn't mind a little sneak peek at what your setup and everything else looks like if you happen to have time after you finish setting up, or even tomorrow morning, like when the crowds are there. I would love that. That would be so awesome to me. It's better than a picture. It's live. We could ask any questions we may or may not have. You know, it'd be fun. I'm trying to get her to come down and do a Renaissance Festival with me here. I have not quite been successful, but I'm working on it. I'm trying to get her to. I'm going to go ahead and use the gunmetal because I don't see my silver ones. So that's gunmetal are fine. Absolutely, Dorothy, absolutely. Okay, now we're going to put a crimp on. Oh, I need to measure it and figure out how much chain it is that I need. My ruler was right. It's still right here. Whoa. So I'm at about 6.5. It's 13. So like 3.5 inches of chain on either side. If I'm doing my math correctly. I'm not saying this chain isn't pretty. I just want the bright silver. I just want the bright Rolo chain because I think it'll look best. Okay, 3.5, give or take a length. Take a piece of wire or something you happen to have on your mat that you can slide both pieces of the chain in to make sure that they're even one side to the other. So I'm just going to hold it up. Oh, that was the wrong piece of copper to pick up to try that with. I think that was only like 20 gauge. I'm getting ready to do a demonstration of my hybrid loop. So I've got like 18 gauge copper everywhere. Okay, that's the last one. Now we're going to pull down gently. And we're going to give it a tap right there. And then I'm going to crimp that directly too. And then I will put a lobster clasp and if I knew where my gunmetal was, I would so be using those links with this. You know what? I'm gonna do it. It won't be as easy as it should be because I have dropped this container. Well, not just me. I've dropped this container a whole bunch of times, but in order to make this, I don't know what the right word is, unique and something that the person who buys it would like. I like to keep things because I think those links will look very pretty with the gunmetal. I just have to pull out these because they're not sorted anymore. I will show you the link in just a minute. Just trying to sort out some gunmetal jump rings out of a huge mess. Okay. Hopefully that is enough. I'm going to set it right there so it doesn't get knocked over. Here are the links I'm talking about. I just love them. I think they're so cool. They just look like loops with like a ball spacer in between them. So let's start with crimping so that the center goes on or the link goes on. Put the link on. Ugh. Goodness. I don't know why that was so hard to do. I'm going to use my magical crimper, which has a concavity in the middle. You want to center your crimp into that concavity, because when you start crimping, it's going to take any excess metal left from the crimp and push it into itself until it makes a little like bead. So you're just going to keep going around, alternating where you are. But I do it until I don't feel any more resistance. And you don't have to hit it hard. Oops, no, that was not a good crimp, Heather. I don't know what I did. I was talking and not paying attention. So let's do that again. I wonder if, no, it's over there. I think I didn't keep enough wire out the end, like I tried to keep it too short. You do not have to put your wires next to each other. I prefer to. I just feel it goes faster because they're not stacked one on top of the other. They're sitting next to each other. There we go. I probably could have got the other one to look like a ball, but it would have been time consuming. So, because that's what I used to do. I used to always give up too early until I saw a live Becky was on Sam's Bead Shop web page during their holiday maker, something like that. And yeah, no, I'm using a crimp, just a standard crimp bead. Well, not a standard. I'm using Beadalon. Number 2 crimp and the magical crimper. I'll go slower this time for you, Nicole. Sorry. We're going to get this down where we want it. Not to where we can't, not leaving a gap, but also not so tight that it doesn't lay nicely. Okay. I'm going to grab one of the, I put my crimp tube on, Nicole, right there. Sorry. Let me clear this off and then I can zoom in and it won't have it won't be as difficult to see or for the camera to focus. Okay. So, oops, there's a little circle concavity right there in the middle of the jaw pliers. This is good for wire that is 0.018 or 0.019, which is soft flex medium, basically. And then if you were asking, unless you were asking what this is, it is a little link. Just a link test too. I can see why you thought it was a bead tip. It's not. It's just a little link that I have, and I'm going to alternate that link, or I'm going to attach that link over and over using gunmetal jump rings. That way, make sure, but not so tight it can't move. Okay. Yeah, I've been in a like metal link. I've been on a metal link thing lately. And so I've been using them a lot more. I like to use them to make chain because, again, it's just a little something extra special that maybe the next booth to you does not have. Okay, you gotta stay out of my way, Mr. Link, because hold on. Thank you. So I'll show you. So now that I have a link on either side, I'm just going to continue to add the links using gunmetal jump rings. And I like using my flat nose and my bent chain nose. So to do this, I'm going to make my life easier and go through and just open all my jump rings ahead of time because it will make it go faster and easier if you do so. As long as your pliers aren't magnetized so they don't want to let go of the jump ring when you're done. So each of these are they're almost half an inch, like just shy of half of an inch. So, and then I'm using 6 millimeter inner diameter, 5 millimeter external diameter, 6 millimeter. We will see. So since Rosanna is traveling, unless she does decide to go live, tomorrow we can just go there. Okay, so then I'm just going to grab my jump rings. I'm going to put it through the other loop. Then I'm going to add another link. And I'm going to close it up. If you've not seen those, yeah, but that's why I like. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that. Yes, I have a hard time using reg chain because everybody has that. I'll use it when necessary. I more so like to use it to have a as like a strand that's got next to nothing on it and a bead. So yeah, you would need to do it. These little links are inexpensive. I can send you some links later today if you'd like me to, Nicole. Or maybe I'll just have to send you some in your promo box. I'm excited, you guys. Tammy was the first person that I ever received something. And she wasn't doing it as a promo pack. She was just being kind. And I remember feeling seen for the first time. And I feel like new channels have a very hard time with that and sometimes get overwhelmed because they're paying for all of their boxes. They're not getting any free boxes. They're not getting any of that stuff. So if I can send you guys promo boxes and you can promote them and do a design and you tag me, then I can tag you. And it helps everybody grow, which is what I want. I would rather us come up together than become stale alone. Because otherwise, starting a channel is very expensive. Because until somebody gets to know you, they're only coming across you as they because they're looking for bargain bead box designs or something like that. And I wasn't going to do the unboxings for this. Where did I put the rest of my stuff? And I didn't for a while because I felt like there was enough of them. Then I found my own way to do it, which is breaking down the per bead price, making it easier for you guys to price out your items. And for myself as well, for me to be able to say, okay, this piece cost me this. Which I would do with this, but I need to get this finished and finish up because I have an appointment with someone making time for me. Oh, nope, that's the side you're doing. And I've made my own links, and I have fun doing it, even if they're not my designs. Linda from Gumnut, I've used a lot of hers. Samantha Latimer. Come on, players. Is that closed? Yes. Okay, we're almost done. Okay, how many ones do I have on that side? I have one more on this side than I do on that side. And then I'll pull the chain up closer to the camera so you can see. Okay. Oh, you guys can't even see me. I'm not down on my mat. I apologize. So that's how it's going to look. It turns a really humble little link into a pretty chain. So let me check this. I think I'm right where I need to be. I am indeed. It's time to put on my clasp. There we go. Okay. And there it goes, ladies. It's finished. I really like the way it came out because I thought for a second I wasn't going to be able to figure out what to do with this, but I did. And I really like the way it came out. This is something that any of you guys could replicate or use this as inspiration and do your own twist on it. Maybe you put 2 spacer balls in between. Maybe you put a bead cap on the crystal. Maybe you put 3. There's so many different ways that you could use this. Exact same pattern. I'll show you real quick. Then I gotta go. This way, Heather. So see, just changing that. Very simple thing, taking it from one of the spacer beads down to or up to 3, and you get a different look entirely. So yeah, that'd be great. Thank you, Lindsay. Yeah, exactly. I love the way that it bounces off of that. It's very pretty. All right, ladies. Thank you for hanging out with me. I will likely be here early tomorrow as well. So an hour earlier than my normal time. And we will be creating with some stuff from that we're going to be having in the sale on Saturday, and I can't wait to do so. I got to get the promo packages out as soon as I can so that those of you with channels will get them sooner rather than later. So thank you all. If you wouldn't mind hitting the thumbs up. If you're not already a subscriber, I would love for you to be so. Just make sure you change the notification bell to all, and you'll never miss one of my videos. They'll send you a little reminder, typically 30 minutes before, if your girl gets them in time for the 30 minutes. Sometimes I forget and don't post it that far in advance. But yes, I will be back with you guys again tomorrow. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And as always, happy beading.